In this video, I'll show you how to write JavaScript in Visual Studio Code and then utilize that in command bar. Now, just to give an example, like this is a simple model-driven app. So I have an element within a model-driven app, and as you see over here, I have displayed a custom message box on click of a or load of a form. Now, one example would be like if I want to show that alert message box on click of a button, then how do I go ahead and do that? So in order to do that, I need to make some add some command within the command bar and then write some JS. So I'm going to go through that. So we're going to write some JS for alert and JS for confirm. So just to start with, this is a simple make.powerapps.com environment. And I have created a model-driven app. And then I've clicked on edit over here, clicked on edit. And then this is the edit mode. And then from here, I've gone and edited the command bar, edited in new tab. Now, when I edited the command bar, it asked me to what kind of form you want to edit. So I said that, I selected the second option, that's the main form. So in this main form interface, I will be writing the command. Now, as I'll be writing like a couple of commands, so I'll be grouping that into some sections. So first thing, what we need to do is like maybe I'll just use a split button, and I'll call this as all JavaScript. So this is just to group the component together. Now I've written this all JavaScript, and then I can select an icon, but I'm not going to do that. But then from once you are here, you just click on this arrow and make sure that it is down. And then if you click on new command, then here you can start writing various commands. Okay. Now all JavaScript is a split button, which we have created over here. Now, as you see over here, I can have a different group, I can have a different command, but make sure that when you click the button over here, when you click the selection, then only click on new command, and then it will create a new group, and then within that new group it will start adding command. Now if you want to add one more command, what you can do, you can select this group and then you can add one more command. And as you see over here, we have added this new group and new command, and then once you select this new group again, I'll click on new command and I can add multiple commands. So let me add four command buttons over here. So again, select new group and then click on new command. Now the additional command which we have created over here, this one, which we do not want. So I'll just come here, I'll just click here and then I'll say, I don't want this. So I'll delete it. Okay. So this is how you basically use this command split button. So I'll click here. I can see that I have created four different commands. Now, these commands, we are going to write some JavaScript, execute some JavaScript related to alert and confirm. Now, this is useful when you want to show some message to the user on the click of a button. Now, it can be a static message or it can be a dynamic message as well. So the first one, very simple. We are going to make use of alert JavaScript function. So it's a simple function. So what we are going to do, we are going to just show the alert message box. So one is, this is alert, simple. I can use any icon we want, and I'll run the formula. So I'll say run JavaScript. Now, in order to run a JavaScript, you need to have that JavaScript defined over here, right? Now, we haven't created any JavaScript as of now. So what we will do, we'll go to Visual Studio Code and then we'll create a new file. Now, new file, we will call this as JS command bar.js, and we'll save it in my desktop. Okay, so this is the JS file which we are going to use. Now, first thing, what we are going to do, we are going to write a simple alert. So we'll just say function show simple alert, and this one here we will use alert, and then this is a simple alert. I can put a semicolon. Right, so we have written one simple function and we are going to use this in the command bar. So this is a simple alert function, and I'll just copy this function name, because this function name we we will be using it in the section over here. So the function name will be show simple alert. But okay, where is the library? So we need to add the library first. So I'll just click on library, and then I need to first search it. Like if I search it, I will not find it because we haven't uploaded. So we need to create a new web resource. I'll create a new web resource, and then go into the desktop, and I'll say js command bar.js, and the name is js command bar, and I'll just save this, save and publish. Okay. Now also, now as we are going to upload it multiple times, so I will just open this in a solution. Okay, so you can create one solution, a simple solution. So I'll show you how to create a solution. So you create a solution, and I'll just call it as JS command bar solution. I will select a publisher, click on create, and then I will add that web resource which we have just added. So if you go over here, let me search now. Yeah, so it has come JS command bar. I'll click on add. And then as you see over here, the library selected is JS command bar. And we said that this is the simple alert function. Now let me add existing web resource. So JS command bar. I'll click on add. Now, why we need to add this into the solution? Because we are just writing one function. Now, tomorrow we may need to add one more function to it. Then we need to update this JS. So this is the place through which you can replace the JS. Right. So this is one simple alert we have written. This is alert simple. Now let's go ahead and write some dynamic alert. Okay. So here I'll just come and then I'll just write it and say dynamic alert. Now dynamic alert is basically, it will involve something related to dynamic component as well. Okay. So not only static text. So I'll just pick up this. So this is a dynamic alert, and I'll just say run JavaScript. Now again, I'll use that same JavaScript library, but then I will write a new function in that. So in order to write that new function, again, go back here and I'll say function and show dynamic alert. Show dynamic alert. And I'll just write this function over here. Okay, so yep. Right. So again, simple command, we need to write alert, but now this time we are not going to use the native JavaScript function, but then we are going to use something related to Xrm.Navigation. So here, uh, what you need to do, just type Xrm.Navigation. So Xrm, okay, it's picking up the intelligence, so that's fine. Xrm.Navigation dot open alert dialog. And here, this is the function basically. Now this function basically will ask for some parameters. Okay, now you need to pass in what alert you want to show. Okay, now that we need to put in the curly braces. Now in the curly braces, we will just type in what uh, components we want to be displayed. So we just say text colon. So this is the text which will be displayed. So this is the text displayed in alert box, and then the title of the alert box. So this is comma title. So title is basically, this is Girish title or something like that. Okay, so that's just this, I'm just showing you how to like say compose this particular alert dialog. Now this alert dialog is different from the alert which we have created over here. Okay, so I think we have written everything over here. So all good. Now this is simple. We can just render this as it is. Okay. Now what if we want to use some dynamic component? Dynamic component means if I want to know the item element. Okay. Now for that, we need to use some parameters over here. Now the parameter which we can pass is a there is something called as primary control. Okay, so you need to pass this parameter primary control, and basically it is like equivalent to that form context. Okay, so I'll just say form context equal to primary control. Okay, so it is equivalent to getting a form context, and once you get the form context, then we can get uh, the title of the uh, say any column. Now just to show you what I'm doing over here, like what I want is like say mineral name is say calcium, and I want to display calcium. Okay, but in order to get this I need to get the logical name for this particular column. So for that I've used level up tool, and then from here I get the logical name, so that's cr1bf underscore minerals. Okay, and I'll just go here and clear the logical name. Okay, so coming back to JS here, now what I want in the title, I want that value to be displayed. Okay, so here instead of this is Girish title, I will just say this is Girish title, but I want something else. Okay, I want the value to be displayed. So in order to get the dynamic value, I'll just say form context dot get attribute, and in double quotes you put that value, and you just say dot get value, so that you get that value of that title. Okay, and also you can append some other string, but this is okay for me as of now, and I'll just close this. Okay, so what we have done, we have just taken the primary control as a context and then utilize that to get the attribute. Okay, and I believe that's it. So we have written this function. So I'll just copy this show dynamic alert and then go back here and go to our command bar and dynamic alert. I will just write the function name. So that's show dynamic alert. Now we have used parameter, right? So we have used primary control parameter. So I'll just click on add parameter for this particular uh, command, and I will select primary control. So you can use lot of other parameters, but then in our case we are just utilizing primary control just to get the context of that particular form control. So that's it. So we have written two simple alerts, and we'll just click on save and publish. And once it loads, like we will go ahead and fill up other JavaScript. Okay, now the other JavaScript which we can write is a confirm message box. So let's go ahead and write a couple of more JavaScript over here. So we have written alert, and then this time we are going to use confirm. So how to write the confirm is like it's simple. We just say show confirm message box, and here it's a simple confirm message box. You just say confirm, and this is an example of confirm message box. So confirm message box is different than alert. It will display a couple of buttons to you, and then it will just ask you for confirmation like okay or cancel, and that's it. So this is a simple confirm message box. Now what if you want to do some calculation on basis of the response received? Okay, so I'll write another function which is called as check confirm message box, and here I will write the logic, I'll write the code. Like if someone clicks the positive response like okay on that button, then what should happen? So I'll just say if confirm, and say I'll just say the value. Okay, if confirm, this is confirmed, and I'll just put an alert. I'll say you clicked okay button, and put a semicolon. And the next option is we just say else, and I'll just copy this again and say you clicked cancel. So this is how you basically take the confirmation from the message box, and the confirmation from the message box text is here, so you can change this. So I'll just say are you sure you want to delete a record, and If you click OK, it will say you clicked OK. If you click cancel, say you click cancel as an alert, and then you can put your logic around here. So I'm not going to put any logic, but then this just to show you how it works. Okay, let's go into the thing which we published. Let's see if it has worked or not. So I'll just click on play, and I'll go inside one record. Okay. Now the message box which you see once I click on say any of the record, this is from my previous exercise. So just ignore that. So if you go inside any of the record, it will just show you one message box. Okay. So you just ignore this. Now here, what we have done is like we have used this all JavaScript split button. Now if I click over here, I can see there are four items over here. So we have written JavaScript for two. Alert simple. If I click on alert, let's see what it shows. So this is how it will display an alert. So if you want to show some information on click of a button, this is just a static information. Okay, so there's no dynamicity involved in it. So I'll just click on OK. Now if you click on dynamic alert, here it should display that alert message box, which is basically a open alert dialog. But now currently it is not displaying, so maybe there is something wrong with the JavaScript. So again, go back to our JavaScript and then see what's happening over here. So you say this is function show dynamic alert. You have passed the primary control basically, and we have taken the form context. So form context is primary control, and we have utilized a Xrm.Navigation.openAlertDialog. Now here in openAlertDialog, we have displayed text. This is the text that to be displayed in the alert box, and then the title. So in the title, we have said form context dot get attribute, and then the logical name of the component, and dot get value, and then we close this function. Okay, show dynamic alert. Now sometimes the JS may not be reflected because we have made this change and we have uploaded it JS once, and that's why it has not displayed that JavaScript when I click on dynamic alert. Now in order to do that, so if you make any change in your JS, make sure that you save the change and re-upload the JS. So I'll just go over here and then re-upload the JS because this is last modified 8:21 a.m. Okay, so I'll just click on save, and then make sure that once it is saved, you'll see this icon over here. This icon will go away, and then you just click on publish. Okay, now once that is done, your JS will be persisting within the environment. I'll just go back to Windows over here and then do a hard refresh. So Control F5. So once I do that, Control F5, it's all the JavaScript will be updated. Now again, go back to Calcium, and then I'll click on all JavaScript. And now this time, if I click on dynamic alert, you can see that it is displaying the message box correctly. Now this is not an alert box, but it is called as an alert dialog. Okay, it looks pretty nice. And then what we have done, we have made this component as dynamic. So this is coming from this field. Now we can pick from any other field as well. If we want to show something like this or this, we can take that input and then put it either in the title or either in the text as well. Okay, so those things we can do very easily, and these are the benefit of basically using the open alert dialog box. Now we have used the form context of primary control, and because of that we are able to get the logical name of that particular column, right? So this is how the basically the JS will work. Now we have written a couple of other JS for confirm message box. So let's go over here and then see show confirm message box. This is a simple confirm message box, and check confirm message box will basically check and give the response basis of the click of a button. So let's copy this show confirm message box and then go over here, and I'll just name this show confirm, run JavaScript, select the JavaScript, so JS command bar, and then paste over here. And this time we don't need to pass any parameter over here because we are not using parameter. And then use icon, you can use any icon. I'll just use this icon. And then the next one is the second JavaScript, the fourth one, which is check confirm message box. So I'll just copy the function name. I'll paste the function name first. Okay, So I'll just say action, run JavaScript, select the library as JS command bar and paste it. Right. So confirm, check, and I'll pick any icon. So this is show confirm and this is confirm check. So show confirm, run JavaScript, JS command bar, show confirm message box, confirm check, run JavaScript, JS command bar, check confirm message box. All good, save and publish. Now, as we have uploaded the latest JavaScript, we need not upload it again. So it's all there, it's all saved. So we need not make any change. Uh, but if you think like, okay, you have made any changes, then you just go over here, again, click here on the solution resources, web resources, select the JS, which you have made the change, open, save, and once it is saved, you just go ahead and publish that changes back. So I'll just publish this back. Okay, so this is the process you need to follow, else your JS will not be rendering. All good. So this is basically, I'll just save it. I'll just click on play, and I'll go into one of the other records. So I'll go to iron, and if you click on all JavaScript command split button, as you see over here, this is not updated. Okay, so what we need to do is like we just press Control F5 and see whether it is refreshed correctly or not. Now, if I click over here, now I can see that it is refreshed. So if I click on show confirm, it will say this is an example of confirm message box. So if I show you the code, simple code, I've just written a confirm, which say this is an example of a confirm message box. Now it shows you the button OK and cancel, right? So even if you do anything, it will not display anything because we haven't written any code after that. But if you click on the next button, which is confirm check, it will again show you this. Are you sure you want to delete a record? You go into the code, you say if confirm, are you sure you want to delete a record? If you click yes, okay, you say you clicked OK button. If you click cancel, you clicked cancel. So I'll click OK and it'll say you clicked OK button. Now again, coming back here, all JavaScript, confirm check. Are you sure you want to delete a record? This time I'm going to hit cancel and you clicked cancel. So this is how you basically you can render alert and confirm message box using JavaScript command bar. Now, in the command bar, you can also write power effects. So I've already covered that in a separate video. So this is an example just to show you how to use command bar and execute different JavaScript functions. So in my next episode, I'm going to cover a lot of other scenarios with regards to JavaScript. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use command bar JavaScript options. Thanks for watching.